don't let the night win. There were nights built to break you,
and nights
that taught you how to fight.
Don't let the night win. Don't let the night win. Yeah. 2 a.m. Headlights cutting through the rain. No thoughts, riding shotgun, talking about the pain. I know that feeling when the future looks thin. When you're fighting outside and fighting within. I had days when the Rick felt bigger than the check. Days when one bad choice could put your whole life in wreck. Saw brothers chase a quick dollar, lose years in the flash. Saw good hearts get buried underneath the pressure and cash. But I learned from every face I watched disappear. You can't build a life while letting fear steer. So I started taking control of the little things first. Wake up, handle business, keep my word, protect my peace. No grand speech, just another day refusing to become another story about wasted potential.
Don't let the night win.
Morning's coming through.
You might feel surrounded,
But there's still work left in you.
don't let the night win.
You keep your hands on the wheel.
Some wounds take years to close.
But that doesn't mean
They can't heal.
I stopped asking why the road had to be this hard. Started asking what the hard road was trying to teach me. Patience when money got tight, discipline when nobody checked, loyalty when walking away would have been easier. Pride without needing to prove it, that's a different kind of strength. You don't need to become cold just because life got cold. Keep your heart, keep your standards. Keep that little piece of yourself that still believes tomorrow can be better. That's the part worth protecting. Paint on the windshield, hit that city in the rear view. Keep driving.
Don't let the night win.
I know the temptation to look at your life and call it finished. Don't. A bad chapter ain't a bad book. A rough year ain't a ruined life. And the place you started doesn't get to name the place you finished. Maybe you lost years, maybe you lost people, maybe you lost yourself for a little while. Take the lesson, lead the shame. You still got breath in your lungs, that means there's still something you can build. So tomorrow morning, don't promise the world anything, just get up. Handle the first thing, then the next, and the next. That's how you turn a life around. Not with one miracle, with 1,000 small decisions that finally point in the same direction.
Don't let the night win.
morning's coming through.
You might feel surrounded,
But there's still work left in you.
don't let the night win.
Keep your hands on the wheel.
Some wounds take years to close.
But that doesn't mean
They can't heal.
You survive the night.
Now give the morning something to remember. Nobody saw the beginning. Nobody saw the struggle. That's exactly why it became real.
There were no cameras inside those mornings, no applause inside those empty rooms, just you and the decision to keep going. You work without knowing if anyone would notice. Train without compliments, study without recognition, failed without an audience. Some days the only evidence of progress was that you showed up again. You learn to operate without external reward because attention disappears, praise disappears, excitement disappears, but the work remains. So you stopped asking who was watching, started asking what was getting built. That question made you dangerous. You no longer needed permission to improve. No crowd, still build, no praise, still work, move.
eyes to see what you're becoming.
Keep stacking what they cannot see.
The strongest foundation is built in silence.
You discovered how much growth happens before anyone notices. The first change is usually invisible. Your discipline, your patience, your tolerance for discomfort, those things develop before the results appear. So you stop measuring your worth by immediate outcomes. A bad week didn't erase the process. A missed target didn't erase the lessons. You kept collecting small victories. One completed task, one better decision, one more controlled response, one more day without returning to old habits. Nobody celebrated, you did it anyway, because eventually you understood the work doesn't become valuable because someone sees it. Someone sees it. Because the work eventually becomes impossible
To ignore.
No applause,
No audience, no validation.
good,
Now keep building.
no crowd, still build, no praise,
Still work.
move. Let silence become your training ground. Let repetition create the evidence. You don't need to be noticed.
You need to become undeniable.
Now you understand why the quiet years mattered. They gave you something attention could never give. Self-reliance. You learned how to continue without being encouraged. How to correct yourself without being embarrassed. How to improve without announcing it. That changed your confidence. It became quieter, more stable, less dependent on what people thought. You don't need everyone to understand your direction. You don't even need everyone to like it. Your responsibility is simple. Keep building, keep refining, keep learning, keep showing up. Because the person you become in private eventually walks into public. And when that happens, people may call it talent, luck, overnight success. Let them, they weren't there. They didn't see the mornings, the failures, the repetitions, the decisions.
You don't need to correct them. You know where it came from. Nobody saw it. You did. That's enough.
No crowd, still build, no praise,
Still work.
move,
Keep stacking the days nobody notices. Keep creating what eventually speaks for itself. No audience. No excuses. No need for approval. Just work until the invisible becomes undeniable. They didn't see you becoming stronger. They only saw the moment you became impossible to overlook. The dangerous excuses aren't ridiculous. They're the ones that almost make sense.
You don't always hear give up. Sometimes it's quiet, start tomorrow. Skip just this once. You've been working hard, you deserve a break, nothing sounds wrong.
That's the problem.
The mind doesn't always attack with chaos. Sometimes it negotiates with logic. It gives you reasons that feel responsible. And if you're tired enough, you'll believe them. So you started studying your own patterns. When does the excuse appear?
What usually triggers it?
What feeling comes first? Fatigue, frustration, boredom. You stop treating every thought as truth. A thought is only a thought, an urge is only an urge. Neither gets to decide what happens next. That's separation.
Change your discipline.
Sounds logical, still move, feels reasonable, still check, think. Not every comfortable choice is the right one. Move, question the voice that always wants less. Again,
If the excuse sounds perfect, look closer.
you learn that discipline isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's simply not making the wrong decision. No argument, no emotional battle, just no.
You don't need to hate temptation.
You need to stop giving it authority. The old pattern work because you responded automatically. Trigger, thought, action, repeat. So you inserted a pause. Trigger, thought, pause. Decision that tiny space gave you control. You didn't become a different human overnight. You became more aware, and awareness created choice.
immediately pause. Ask yourself,
where does this lead? Sounds logical, still move. Feels reasonable, still check, think. Don't let temporary comfort write permanent consequences. Move, interrupt the pattern again.
you don't need more motivation. You need better decisions.
Now you recognize the voice immediately. It still appears, it still sounds convincing, but it doesn't surprise you. You know its favorite arguments. You know when it gets louder. You know what happens when you listen. That knowledge changed the game. You stop fighting your mind all day. You simply stop obeying every impulse. You can feel tired and still choose correctly. Feel bored and stay focused. Feel frustrated and remain composed. Feel doubt and continue. That's control, not suppressing emotion. Directing behavior despite emotion.
And the more often you make that choice, the less power the excuse has. Not because it disappears, because you stop feeding it. The voice can speak. Your decision speaks louder. Sounds reasonable. Pause. Think. Choose.
Sounds logical, still move. Feels reasonable, still check, think. Question the easy answer. Move, choose the action that protects your future. Again,
The excuse doesn't need to disappear. You just need to stop obeying it. The hardest excuses were never the ones that sounded weak. They were the ones that sounded intelligent while quietly keeping you exactly where you were. Your goals aren't competing with other people. They're competing with everything trying to steal your attention.
yeah. You sat down to work, then checked your phone. One message, one video, one notification. 5 minutes became 30, and the task was still waiting. You weren't incapable, you were scattered. Your attention was being sold. One interruption at a time, so you changed the environment. Phone away, door closed, noise removed. One task, one target, one block of time. At first it felt uncomfortable. Your mind wanted stimulation, wanted movement, wanted something new, but you stayed, and slowly your attention became stronger. You discovered something. Focus isn't something you simply have, it's something you protect. Cut the noise, lock in. Drop the distraction, focus. Cut the noise, lock in. Drop the distraction, focus. Work.
Everything doesn't deserve your attention.
Move. Protect the hours that build your future. Again.
Your attention is your ammunition.
Stop wasting it. You started noticing how often you escaped a difficult paragraph, a hard exercise, a boring task, a slow result. The moment resistance appeared, your hand reached for something easier that became the real battle, not the workload, the impulse to leave it. So you trained your ability to remain 5 minutes longer, then 10, then 20. Not chasing some perfect state of concentration, just staying with the task. You learned to tolerate boredom because boredom wasn't an emergency. You learned to tolerate silence because silence was an emptiness. You learned to tolerate the discomfort of thinking, and that changed the quality of your work. Your mind became less reactive. Your decisions became cleaner. Your output became deeper.
Close the apps. Put the phone down. You know what matters. Now give it your full attention.
Cut the noise, lock in. Drop the distraction, focus. Cut the noise, lock in.
Don't let a notification interrupt the future you're building.
Move.
Stay with the difficult thing.
Again.
Focus isn't found, it's defended.
Now, you don't need perfect silence, you can work through ordinary noise, because the real change happened internally. You learn to choose where your attention goes. Not every message needs an answer, not every opinion needs a reaction, not every opportunity deserves your time. That understanding made you selective. You stop saying yes to everything, because every yes spends attention, and attention cannot be refunded. Your goals became clearer, your schedule became cleaner, your mind became quieter. You started finishing what you started, not because you discovered more hours, because you stopped leaking the hours. You already had that focus, not staring at a task while thinking about everything else.
It's deciding what deserves you and giving it what it requires. No phone, no noise, no escape.
Stay here. Drop the distraction. Focus. Drop the noise. Lock in. Drop the distraction. Focus. Work.
Every minute protected becomes another brick.
Move.
Every distraction rejected keeps you moving forward.
Again.
Nobody is coming to protect your attention. You have to lock it, stay there, finish. Your future isn't only built by what you accomplish. It's also built by everything you decide isn't worth your attention. You outgrew the room. But part of you still remembers how to fit inside it.
You learn to live inside familiar limits. Same thoughts, same habits, same expectations. People around you got comfortable with the version they knew. So when you started changing, they questioned it. Why train so hard? Why work so much? Why take this seriously? They weren't always trying to hold you back. Some simply couldn't imagine a different version of you, but you could. And once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it. The old routine started feeling too small. The old excuses started sounding embarrassing. The old environment couldn't satisfy the new standard. You weren't becoming arrogant, you were becoming incompatible with the person you used to be. And that realization felt lonely,
but loneliness was better than pretending.
Too small, move out. Old limits, break through. Don't shrink to make the room comfortable. Move. Don't apologize for outgrowing your past. Again.
If the old life can't hold you anymore, build a bigger one.
You started creating distance, not hatred distance. Less time with what distracted you, less energy spent defending your choices, less attention given the voices that kept you uncertain. You learned that growth sometimes requires subtraction, removing noise, removing habits, removing environments, removing identities that no longer fit. It wasn't easy. Familiar things have gravity. They pull you back because they feel safe, but safety can become a ceiling. So you accepted the discomfort of change. You walked away without knowing exactly what came next. That required trust, not in the world, in yourself. You had survived being uncomfortable before you could survive becoming unfamiliar again.
They remember who you were. Let them. You don't need to become smaller for their comfort.
Too small, move out. Old limit, break through. Stop returning to places you've already outgrown. Move. Stop lowering yourself to fit old expectations again.
Your next level will require a different room. Build it.
Now you understand that outgrowing something doesn't make it worthless. It simply means it completed its purpose. The old routine taught you discipline. The old failures taught you awareness. The old limitations showed you what needed changing. You don't have to hate where you came from. You just can't live there forever. Your standards are different. Your priorities are different. Your tolerance for distraction is different, and that changes what you accept. You became careful about what gets access to your attention, because attention isn't unlimited. Every hour spent in the wrong place is an hour unavailable for the right one, so you protect it. You choose environments that challenge you, people who sharpen you, goals that demand more from you. Not because you're running from your past, because you're building beyond it.
This room is too small. Don't complain, leave.
Beep, 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 too small. Move out, old limit, break through. Don't return just because it's familiar. Move out. Don't shrink just because they remember the old you again.
You outgrew the room. Now outgrow the ceiling. You weren't meant to spend your whole life proving you could survive inside the same room. Eventually, you have to build one large enough for who you're becoming.
You don't need another beginning. You need to stop giving yourself a way out.
You kept leaving one foot outside the door, just in case it failed, just in case it hurt, just in case the effort wasn't worth the result. You called it caution, but deep down you knew what it was. A backup plan for your own doubt. Every goal had conditions. I'll do it if things improve. I continue if I see results. I'll push harder when motivation returns. You were always waiting for certainty, then you realized certainty wasn't coming. So you stopped protecting yourself from disappointment and started giving the mission everything. No dramatic speech, no announcement,
Just commitment. You either wanted it or you didn't. There was no room for half measures anymore.
no half measures, commit. No back door, move, lock in.
Stop saving energy for an imaginary escape.
Push, give the moment what it actually requires. Again,
If you're gonna build it, build it, build it, build it, build it completely.
you learn that commitment doesn't mean being reckless. It means removing the constant negotiation. You decide, then you execute. The goal doesn't change because today feels difficult. The schedule doesn't disappear because motivation is low. The standard doesn't collapse because nobody is watching. You stop reopening decisions you'd already made that saved energy. Instead of asking whether you should continue, you ask what the next move was. One task, one rep, one page, 1 hour,
One correction.
the future became simpler, not easier, simpler. You didn't need to solve everything. You only needed to stop stepping backward.
No backup plan, no second version, no escape route. You chose this.
Now execute, no hack, measure, commit, no back door, move, blocking. Stop waiting for perfect certainty. Push, stop protecting the version of you that wants to quit. Again,
Close the door, face forward, keep building.
now you understand that commitment isn't a feeling, it's a structure. You build routines that made the right action easier to repeat. You remove decisions that wasted energy. You prepared before pressure arrived and when doubt appeared. You didn't panic, doubt can't exist. Commitment can't exist beside it. You can question the method without abandoning the mission. You can change direction without becoming the person who quits. That's the difference. Commitment isn't blindness,
Clarity.
knowing what matters enough to receive your best effort. And when something matters, you stop giving it. Whatever remains, you give it priority.
You protect its time.
You accept its cost.
You let the process change you.
That's when progress
Stops being accidental. It becomes inevitable through repetition. You chose. No more debate. No more delay.
no back
another promise. Push, you need another completed action. Yeah. Close every escape route. Not because failure is impossible, because quitting is no longer your first response. The moment you stopped keeping one foot outside, you finally gave yourself enough room to become everything you were capable of.
You thought you found your limit. You had only found the edge of your current ability. There was a point where everything felt heavy. The weight, the distance, the effort. Your body gave you every reason to stop, and your mind agreed with it. You thought, this is where I end. But limits are strange. Some are real, some are temporary, some are simply unfamiliar. Yeah, you learn the difference through repetition. The first attempt felt impossible, the 10th felt difficult, the 100th felt normal. Not because the task changed, because you did. Your capacity expanded quietly. No dramatic moment, just adaptation. You recovered, returned, adjusted, repeated, and one day something that once stopped you barely slowed you down.
Move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Push, move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Press, push.
Don't confuse today's capacity with tomorrow's drive. That's what you built. Again, your limit isn't where discomfort begins, it's where adaptation stops. You stopped chasing pain for the sake of pain, started chasing capacity, better technique, better breathing, better recovery, better control. You realize that progress isn't always doing more. Sometimes it's doing the same thing better, more efficiently, with less wasted movement, with greater precision. You began respecting the process, because forcing everything only creates fatigue. Intelligent pressure creates adaptation, so you became patient. You gave your body time to respond, gave your mind time to adjust and raise the demand. Little by little the line moved, not because you destroyed yourself, because you trained your ability to handle more.
Find the edge. Don't panic. Don't worship it.
Study it,
Then move it. Move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Press, push, move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Press, push.
one more controlled step,
Drive.
one more level of precision.
Again.
Don't chase exhaustion, chase expansion. Now you look back at old limits and realize how temporary they were. You once struggled with what now feels ordinary. That doesn't mean you became limitless, it means you adapted, and adaptation can continue. You can become stronger, faster, more efficient, more composed, not endlessly, but repeatedly. Every stage reveals another edge, that's the nature of growth. You don't destroy the limit, you move beyond it, then discover another and another. The goal isn't to reach some final version, the goal is to remain capable of development, to stay teachable, to stay hungry, to stay willing to become unfamiliar with what once felt impossible. Your previous ceiling becomes your new floor, and tomorrow You build again. Where's the edge? There, don't fear it.
move it. Move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Press, push, move the line, go further. Feel the edge. Press, push.
Your old limit doesn't own you anymore.
Drive.
Raise the capacity,
Again. Yeah.
adapt, expand, repeat, until yesterday's impossible becomes today's standard. Your limits didn't disappear. You simply became too strong to keep living inside the old ones.
The fire was never supposed to burn forever. You were supposed to learn how to move when it went quiet.
There was a time when everything felt urgent, every goal felt close, every morning carried electricity. You didn't need anyone to push you, you wanted it badly. Then the feeling changed, the excitement disappeared. The music sounded different, the same routine felt heavier. You started wondering if you had lost yourself, you had it. You had simply reached a part nobody celebrates, repetition. The stage where progress stops feeling dramatic, where the work becomes ordinary, and ordinary work is where most people leave. You stay, not because the fire came back, because you understood that the mission was bigger than the feeling. No fire, still move. No height, still go. Stay. You don't need to feel inspired. Drive, let commitment carry what emotion cannot. Again,
When the fire goes quiet, become the engine.
you learn to respect the days that felt ordinary. No breakthrough, no perfect session, no dramatic improvement, just another repetition, another meal, another hour, another decision.
Those days look small,
But they were stacking. You stopped chasing the emotional high, because intensity is temporary, systems remain. You created routines that didn't require a heroic version of yourself. You make the next action obvious. You prepared ahead, removed unnecessary decisions, reduced friction, then followed through. It wasn't exciting, it was reliable, and reliability started producing something motivation couldn't.
momentum. No excitement, fine. No inspiration, fine.
You know the next step, take it. No fire, still move. No height, still go. Stay. You don't need another emotional speech. Try. You need another completed day. Again.
The fire can disappear, the mission stays.
Now you understand the difference between motivation and momentum. Motivation asks, do I want to? Discipline asks, what comes next? That question became your advantage. You stopped waiting for the perfect internal state. You acted first, the feeling followed sometimes it didn't. Either way, the work continued, that's maturity. Knowing that not every day needs to feel meaningful to be meaningful.
Some days are simply deposits, some are repair, some are preparation, some are recovery. Together they create the result.
You became less dependent on intensity, more dependent on structure, and that made you stable. You don't need a firestorm every morning. You need enough heat to keep the engine running.
The fire is gone. Good. Now we find out what remains.
No fire, still move. No height, still go. Stay. When emotion disappears, try. When repetition gets boring, again. You don't need to feel powerful. You need
To keep the machine moving. One day, one day, one day, one day. One decision, one day, one step again. The fire made you start, but the days without it are what prove you can continue. You keep looking at the distance, but distance doesn't close, because you stare at it, you close it.
You saw the people already standing where you wanted to be. Stronger, faster, more experienced, more respected, and every comparison made the distance feel larger. You started questioning how far behind you were, but you were measuring that chapter against your beginning. That wasn't useful, so you stopped watching them, started watching yourself. One weakness at a time, one skill at a time, one correction after another. You didn't need to become exceptional overnight. You needed to become slightly harder to stop every day. That was enough. The distance didn't disappear, but it started shrinking, and for the first time you could see the direction changing. Close the gap, keep moving. See the distance, attack. Step. You don't need to reach the top today. Try. You need to move toward it again.
measure it.
How far you have left, measure how far you've already moved.
Yeah, you learn that progress rarely announces itself. There is no signal when you're becoming better. One day you're simply less confused, more capable, more control. The thing that once required everything you had now requires less. That's adaptation, quiet, almost invisible but real. You begin respecting those small changes. Better technique, sharper thinking, stronger habits, faster recovery, cleaner execution.
None of them looked impressive by themselves. Together they changed your position. You stopped needing constant proof because you understood how improvement compounds. A small advantage repeated long enough becomes a different life. So you stopped chasing massive transformations and started stacking small undeniable ones.
Look ahead. The distance is still there. Good. Take one step, then another.
Close the gap, keep moving. See the distance, attack. Stop. Don't let the size of the goal intimidate you. Break the mountain into movement. Again.
You don't conquer distance.
All at once. You erase it one step at a time.
Now you understand why comparison used to drain you. You were looking at finished results, ignoring the years behind them, ignoring their failures, ignoring their repetition, ignoring everything that happened before the visible result.
Now you see the process and you respect it because you're inside it. You no longer need to be ahead of everyone. You need to remain ahead of who you were.
Yesterday's weakness becomes today's baseline.
Today's baseline
becomes tomorrow's starting point. That's how distance disappears. Not through one heroic effort, through accumulated proof. Eventually you look back and realize the person you were couldn't handle what you handle now. That's the real measurement.
Not where someone else stands,
but what you can carry that once would have crushed you.
Keep closing the gap, keep refining, keep advancing. There is no shortcut, but there is a path,
and you're already on it. Look at the distance, don't fear it, don't worship it. Close it.
Close the gap, keep moving. See the distance, attack. Step.
Every day, you erase another piece.
Drive. Every repetition moves the line.
You don't need to arrive today.
You need to refuse to remain where you started.
Keep going, keep closing, keep it coming, keep it coming. Keep it coming, Greatness was never as far away as it looked. The distance simply demanded more days than your impatience was willing to give.
You don't need a harder life.
You need fewer ways to escape the one you have. You don't need. You don't need a harder life.
You know that voice inside your head, the one that waits until you're almost ready, then finds a reason to delay. Too tired, too busy, tomorrow works better. You believed it because it sounded reasonable. That's how excuses survive, they don't sound weak, they sound logical. You kept negotiating with your own standards, promising you return when life became easier, but easier never came, so you changed the conversation. No more asking if you felt like it, no more waiting for the perfect moment. You made the decision before the emotion arrived. Wake up, train, work, finish. The mind can complain, the body can resist, but the schedule doesn't need permission. Every time you follow through despite yourself, that voice became quieter.
No excuses, execute, no delay, get it done. Move.
Don't debate what you've already decided.
Work, let discipline finish the conversation. Again.
Your excuses
don't need to disappear, they just need to stop winning.
You started noticing how easily comfort talks. It doesn't say give up,
It says just today.
One skipped session, one delayed task, one careless choice, then another. And suddenly, the exception becomes identity. You learn to catch it early, not with anger, with action. You stop making every difficult task emotional. Some things simply needed to be done. No inspiration, no dramatic speech, no perfect mindset, just execution. You learn to separate discomfort from danger. A hard morning wasn't a crisis. A difficult workout wasn't punishment. A slow week wasn't failure. It was the process, and the process doesn't care about your mood. That realization made you more consistent. You stopped needing to feel ready.
You just needed to begin. Don't think about it, don't negotiate. You already decided.
Now, execute. No excuses, execute. No delay, get it done. Move.
When your mind starts bargaining,
Work. When comfort starts sounding convincing.
you don't need another promise. You need another action.
Now you recognize the difference between genuine limitation and convenient resistance. You know when your body needs recovery and when your mind just wants an exit. That awareness change the discipline. You stopped abusing yourself to prove commitment. Stop using exhaustion as an excuse either. You became precise. Rest when necessary, push when required, return when scheduled. No guilt, no drama, just standards. That's maturity inside the grind. You don't need to hate comfort. You simply refuse to let comfort run your life, because every shortcut has a memory. Every time you escape, you teach yourself to escape again. Every time you follow through, you teach yourself that your word matters. That's what you're building, not just muscle, not just endurance. Trust
between what you decide and what you actually do. Hear the excuse. Don't argue. Don't answer.
execute. No excuses. Execute. No delay. Get it done. Move.
When tomorrow starts sounding better,
Remember how many tomorrows you already wasted. Again.
no more negotiation.
No more waiting.
You made the decision. Now become the proof of it. Your excuses were never stronger than you. You simply gave them too many chances to win.
You don't need.
Pressure didn't make you stronger.
It showed you where you were weak.
Yeah.
You remember days when everything collapsed. Too much weight, too much moving too fast. Every problem demanded your attention. Every mistake became another lesson. You couldn't run from what was coming. Couldn't hide behind who you were becoming. The pressure stayed inside your chest, testing every part you thought was your best. You learn quickly, panic's off nothing. Fear gets louder when you start running. So you slow down and controlled your breathing. Stop reacting, started thinking. Every setback forced precision. Every failure changed your vision. You stopped fighting, every little storm started becoming harder to transform. The pressure remained, but something changed. Your mind got colder, your movements got trained. When the pressure rises, when your body hates it, control. Don't let chaos choose your direction. Move, stay composed inside the tension. Again, pressure doesn't own you. You decide what it turns you into. Most people panic when the room gets smaller, when the clock moves and the stakes get harder, when exhaustion starts affecting decisions, when every weakness demands attention. But you discovered something different. Pressure reveals what remains consistent. When comfort disappears, discipline speaks. When energy drops, character gets tested. You learn to work without perfect conditions to stay focused. Without recognition, no emotional reaction to every obstacle. No way
feel the pressure. Don't escape it.
Don't rush, don't break. Control it when everything shakes. When your limits wake, lock in. Let the pressure tighten your focus. Move. Let resistance show you your purpose. Again. No panic, no surrender. Stay precise under pressure. Now your reaction looks different. You don't collapse when the situation shifts. You don't need everything under control. You control yourself when everything goes cold. That's the difference. Pressure created. Your mind became more calculated. You learn patience without becoming passive. Learn aggression without becoming reckless. You can feel fear and still execute. Feel exhaustion and still stay true. You don't need to eliminate the tension. You learn how to perform inside it. Every difficult moment became another test. Every unexpected problem trained your best. Now the weight doesn't feel like punishment. It's another chance to sharpen your judgment. The harder it gets, the clearer you become. Because pressure taught you where your strength comes from. Not from being fearless, not from being perfect, but from remaining steady when everything gets desperate.
Stay calm, stay focused, stay dangerous.
Pressure is the test. You are the answer. Hold. Don't let the pressure win. Don't let the chaos in. Don't let the pressure win. Don't let the chaos in. When everything breaks, keep your direction. Move.
Turn resistance into execution.
Again.
Let the pressure rise. Let the whole world shake. You don't need to escape it. You were trained to operate inside it. Pressure didn't make you fearless. It taught you how to move while fear was still there.
Stay hungry.
The world gets comfortable when you stop chasing more. So keep moving.
Stay hungry. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. Corner store lights on a Friday night. Old heads posted up, talking life under the light. Young blood dreaming with a head full of plans, trying to turn little opportunities into something that lasts. I learned you can't build a future with yesterday's excuses. Had to cut loose habits that kept pulling me backwards. Had to stop confusing being busy with actually moving forward. I know what hunger feels like, not just in your stomach. That hunger when you look at your life and know there's another level waiting. That's the hunger I protect. That's the hunger I protect. Stay hungry. Don't let the comfort take your fire. Keep your feet on the pavement. Keep your eyes a little higher. Stay hungry. When the easy road calls your name, you didn't come this far just to stay the same. I seen a man with nothing still give his last to a friend. Seen another with everything still afraid that it might end. That's when I understood the difference. Wealth ain't always what's sitting in your hands. Sometimes it's having people who would answer when the whole world doesn't. Sometimes it's waking up with another shot at the mission. Sometimes it's knowing you haven't reached your ceiling. So I don't measure myself by another man's timeline. His chapter ain't mine, his road ain't mine. I got my own miles to put behind me. Don't chase the noise.
Chase the standard.
Stay hungry. before I put in the work. Wanted the result before accepting the sacrifice. Life doesn't work like that. You plan first, you water in the dark. You keep showing up while the ground looks exactly the same. Then one morning, something breaks through. That's the part nobody can fake. The hunger, the patience, the years behind the moment. So if you're listening from a room where nobody believes in you, good, build anyway. Let doubt watch you become everything it underestimated. Made it. Stay hungry.
Don't let the comfort take your fire.
Keep your feet on the pavement.
Keep your eyes a little higher.
Stay hungry.
When the easy road calls your name,
You didn't come this far.
just to stay the same.
Keep the hunger
until the dream becomes ordinary. The break didn't destroy you. It revealed what was underneath.
You remember the moment everything started cracking, confidence disappeared, plans stopped making sense. The person you trusted became a stranger, and suddenly you had nowhere to hide. You questioned your strength, questioned your choices, questioned how long you could keep going. But beneath the confusion, something remained, not motivation, not confidence, just refusal, a quiet refusal to stay there. So you started small, one morning, one workout, one completed task, and another. You weren't rebuilding your entire life, you were rebuilding your ability to move. That was enough, because movement creates momentum, and momentum creates distance from the person you were becoming during the collapse. Grow, then build, fall, then return. Rise, you don't need to feel ready. Move, start with whatever still works. Again, grow, then build, fall, then return. You learn that rebuilding isn't dramatic, most of it is boring. Fixing routines, fixing sleep, fixing focus, fixing the habits that quietly created damage. You stopped searching for one massive solution, started respecting small corrections. One bad habit removed, one good habit repeated, one promise kept, one distraction refused. Slowly, your foundation became stronger, not because the past changed, because your response did. You couldn't control what broke you, but you could control what came afterwards. So you stopped looking backwards, stopped asking why it happened, started asking what could be built from it. Pain became material, failure became instruction. The empty space became room for something new, and every day you added another piece.
Don't rebuild everything. Rebuild today. One choice, one action,
Then repeat, broke, then build, fall, then return. Rise, take the pieces and make them useful. Move, turn the damage into foundation. Again,
you don't need the old version back. Build a better one. Yeah, now you look back without wanting to return. You understand what that version couldn't see. Some endings were necessary, some losses created space, some failures forced honesty. You became more careful with what you built, more patient with how long it takes. You stopped confusing speed with progress. A strong foundation doesn't appear overnight. It is tested, adjusted, reinforced, repeated. And now when something shakes, you don't immediately collapse. You inspect the structure, find the weak point, strengthen it, continue. That's what changed. You don't expect life to stop hitting you. You expect yourself to recover faster. You don't need a perfect foundation. You need one that can withstand pressure. And you've already proven something important. You can break, you can rebuild, and you can come back with more structure than before. Look at what's left. Still breathing. Good. Build again. Again.
Grow, then build, fall, then return. Rise.
Let every crack show you where to reinforce.
Let every setback become another layer. Again.
You weren't out rebuilding what was lost. You're building what comes next. No excuses. Build again, build again, build again, build again, build again, build again. The break changed you, but the rebuild decided who you become.
Rest feels different when you know you didn't run from the work.
You wanted the reward. Yeah. You wanted the reward before finishing the task. Wanted the results without carrying the weight. You searched for balance before building discipline, but every shortcut left something unfinished. So you changed the order. Work first, recovery after. You stop confusing comfort with restoration. There is a difference. One makes you stronger, the other keeps you soft. You learn to tell them apart. When your body needed rest, you listened. When your mind wanted escape, you didn't. That distinction changed your discipline. You no longer needed to punish yourself. You simply needed to stop lying to yourself if the work was done. Rest without guilt if it wasn't returned to it. Simple, clean, no drama. Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't earn it, don't escape. Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't escape the pressure. Recover with purpose.
Again, rest isn't weakness. Rest becomes powerful when discipline comes first.
You started understanding that recovery is part of the process. Sleep wasn't laziness, food wasn't weakness. A quiet day wasn't failure. The difference was intention. You weren't resting because you wanted to avoid effort. You were resting so you could return stronger. That changed everything. You stopped feeling guilty for taking care of yourself, but you also stopped using recovery as an excuse. You learned your limits, learned your patterns, learned when to push, learned when to step back. Discipline wasn't constant suffering, it was control. Knowing when to attack, knowing when to recover, knowing when tomorrow's work will be better because today's rest was earned.
You worked, you finished, now breathe. Tomorrow you return.
Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't recover with guilt, return. Don't escape the purpose. Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't recover without guilt, return.
Come back with purpose. Don't worship exhaustion. Master the cycle.
Now you understand that strength isn't only intensity, it's knowing yourself, knowing when your body needs another hour, knowing when your mind needs silence, knowing when you're recovering, and knowing when you're hiding. That awareness made you more dangerous because you stopped wasting energy. No pointless suffering, no unnecessary guilt, no chasing exhaustion just to feel productive. You work with intention, you recover with intention, then you return again and again and again. That's sustainable discipline, not burning everything down for one impressive week. Building a system you can repeat. You don't need to prove toughness every day. You need to remain capable for the next one. That's why rest is no longer your escape. It's part of your preparation. You learn to pause now, use it well, because tomorrow
The work continues. Breathe, recover, reset.
Then return. Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't run from the work, return. Don't fear the recovery. Work, then rest, finish, then breathe, earn it. Don't run from the work, return. Don't fear the recovery. Push.
When it's time, rest when it's needed, then come back, ready to do it again. You don't rest because you are weak. You rest because you intend to return strong enough to continue.